Up next, the Suns taking on the Bulls. The Phoenix Suns. They've won just 4 games out of their last 10, and they know they can do better. This team has talent, and they'll try to bring it together and get things back on track with a win. Bulls, Suns, tip-off right after this.
They gon' know me as legendary. When he stands, I ain't need no commentary. If you the competition, you gon' get buried. I don't cheat on the game, we getting married.
Yes, sir! Come on, bring it! How about that pass? Come on, now that's amazing. Nice.
Welcome, everyone, to Noche and Beyond. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. Take a look at the Bulls. They're trying to get in the playoffs here. If they stay the course, they will.
And, you know, for the Bulls, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
And with pregame routines coming to an end, we're just about ready for our tip-off. First, though, let's get a report from the sideline and say hello to David Aldridge.
Thank you very much, Kevin. As Coach Monty Williams tells it of Devin Booker, he's a bucket. Devin can score on many levels. Post up, mid-range, catch and shoot, off the dribble. More than anything, he'll take the wins over stats every time. And that's what I love about him. He's just scratching the surface. Kevin?
He sure is, David. Great report, thanks. Some of the best in the game go at it here tonight, Chris. What an incredible guard matchup we have here in this one.
There are some of the all-time greats playing at the guard spot these days. I mean, this is going to be a fun matchup to watch.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. In the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. DeRozan out there with Johnson. And it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. And for Phoenix, the star backcourt of Paul and Booker are out there. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. And it's the Suns to start out. Ball against Paul. In the corner, Crowder with it. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Bulls. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And here are the Bulls now. Some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Here's DeRozan. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
DeRozan's hard to handle when he's scoring inside. The D doesn't know who to put on him.
And it's Ayton missing. Levine against Booker. Levine dishes the ball. Back to Levine. Outside DeRozan. Levine sets the screen for DeRozan. A floater. Crowder pulls it in. Vucevic against Bridges. And it's Chicago with the rebound. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
You know, I don't like to use the word shock, but that was a shocking result for me. Nobody saw that one coming. To lose to that team was surprising enough, but to get blown out like that?
Almost beyond belief. I mean, even on a bad night, you think they'd at least be competitive.
And Levine improving as a playmaker, Chris. His assist totals continue to grow.
Came into the league as a point guard. He's been a shooting guard for a long time now. He still has strong playmaking.
Taking 2 shots.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That one is off.
And, Kevin, you tend to forget this about Levine. I mean, he's still so young. You feel like he's been in the league forever.
Good on the second free throw. You know, Greg, I was just thinking about Zach LaVine and his age. He's just now in his mid to late 20s.
And he's grown so much since that rookie year. Excited to see what numbers he can put up as he gets ready to enter into his prime.
And that one's good, Ayton.
You've got to give Ayton credit. This guy is solid at keeping his balance even with the contact.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Back to Ball. Poked away, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Ball surveying the floor. Crowder a screen on Ball. Ball goes in. Johnson with the block. Now DeRozan. 17 points for him last game against Utah. Here's Levine. And again, no good by Chicago. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. So they take the lead.
And you can see just how much effort Crowder has put into improving the mid-range game.
Johnson with a screen on Bridges. DeRozan with it. Now guarded by Ayton.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
Pass the ball. This is to Levine. And there's a whistle. It goes on Mikal Bridges. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Just a little too amped up here early. 2 fouls on him already. That's going to affect his playing time.
Saric checked in for the Suns. On the wing, Johnson. Covered by Saric. The pass to DeRozan. Shot clock at 6. And the dunk by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Paul dishes to Crowder. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Inside. And there's Booker on the assist by Saric.
There's no reason you should leave someone open around Saric. I mean, that's just asking for trouble.
Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Saric. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Up top, Crowder. Vucevic defending. An easy 2 points on the way. Ayton's got his second basket of the night.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
Ball kicks to Levine. Poked loose. And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here.
Taking a look here at some numbers for Vucevic. He's been on a tear since the All-Star break, going really to another level. He's averaging 19 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Clock at 6. Ball sets a screen for DeRozan. Here's the 3. And the Bulls with another miss. And it's Paul with the ball for the Suns. Tough loss coming against the Rockets in the last game they played.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
I mean, I flat out, I thought they looked overmatched. I thought they lacked aggressiveness and heart out there.
And the impressive reach of Aiden. Lob it up his way, and he'll take care of the rest.
Back to ball. Johnson outside. Pass to Levine. From deep. Sharge grabs the board.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And they get it back, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ball. So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for Ayton. Johnson comes in for Jay Crowder, and Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. Chicago also making some changes. Williams, he's checked in for Alize Johnson. White comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Alex Caruso in for Ball. Now here's Saric. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Rockets in Houston. Johnson finds Booker. Just 5 on the clock. McGee sets the pick for Booker. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Levine. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. McGee sets the pick for Booker. Unloads from 13. And that one comes up a bit short. Bulls trail by 3. Now here's Levine. 26 points for him last game against the Utah Jazz.
And there was a lot he gave him on that other end of the floor. Don't forget about that. His defense was a big factor. He ended up with 3 steals.
Now here's Bradley. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Payne passes to McGee, and it's McGee with the jam.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancer. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Kaminsky is checked in for Dario Saric. And checking out some numbers for Chris Paul.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Bulls trail by 5. Outside Bradley. Kicks it to White. There's the drive. Rejected by Booker. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
There's the pick. Levine with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. Dean passes to Brantley. Out to White. With the drive. McGee with the block.
Oh, this is McGee's role. He's out here to defend and to stifle shooters whenever he can.
We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Four on the clock. They need this. Bradley trying to break free.
Really having a difficult time getting anything to fall.
Kaminsky sets the pick for Johnson. Got a piece of it.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Williams passes to Caruso. And no good. The Suns go the other way with it. They beat the Bulls during their last encounter in Chicago.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
That's just something to keep an eye on. I mean, when their reserves are operating at a high level, so tough to beat.
And, you know, Booker might have been a volume shooter, at least early in his career, but now he's a legit #1 option for an offense.
Here's Payne after the made shot from Zach LaVine. Passes to Booker. McGee is screen on White. Here's Booker. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after 2 for 6 start. And Craig, the efficiency for Booker has grown over the years.
And no longer forcing shots. Takes what's available to him, and I believe he can be the leading scorer on a championship caliber team.
Here's Caruso. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. It's stolen by Kaminsky. Fast break, here they come. Payne with it. Williams picks him up. Williams with the block. It's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Chicago making a switch here. Vucevic has checked in. Johnson against Williams. Now here's Johnson. Defense right on him. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Booker. Shoots over White. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
And he banks in the layup.
Even inside, White is tough to contain. Adjust around the defense to get the shot.
White against Booker. Johnson, that's for 2. And there's the horn. We've seen some good defense on both sides, and the score still close. The Suns on top, up 3. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And Dario Saric. Last season signing a 3-year deal to remain with the Phoenix Suns, and he's transitioned to the reserves.
You need to be starting your role. You know, you're coming from the bench, you know, that's a coach decision. Mentally, I need to prepare for everything. And that was in my mind, you know, come there, try to play fast.
And quality depth, Greg, we know part of what's made this team successful. Saric certainly capable.
And while he's playing less minutes than he did earlier in his career, I think he's still every bit as effective, and that's the key.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
They've carried out a great game plan in the paint so far, working it down low a lot and getting high percentage looks.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basket.
And now a Let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Suns, taking up the pair up front, it's Saric and Ayton. Paul out there with Cameron Payne. And it's Bridges in at the 3, the small forward. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
Well, a chance here to check out Chris Paul. This past month, he's really set himself apart, averaging about 15 points, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Here's DeRozan, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And at times, it just feels like DeRozan is still underappreciated. Receives a lot of criticism for what he doesn't do, and not enough credit for what he does.
The Bulls have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. And the first one at the line is good. And DeRozan's talked about using negative press to his advantage.
You know, he said you have to be able to take criticism if you want to be great. Use the negative energy to become something more than you thought you could be.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
And guys, DeMar DeRozan has really come into his own on the court. It's been great to see him realize that potential and become the player a lot of guys knew he could be.
So in Chicago now, Phoenix able to drain the 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
Well, White's a talented player, very streaky. You never know who's going to show up.
Chris, as you said with White, he can make 10 in a row and then miss the next 15.
But Kevin, that's just how some players are. It all averages out in the end. Hopefully White can find a bit more consistency.
2 shots. Last on the first.
And that one falls for White. And we see teams around the league trying to integrate star veterans with talented rookies. Greg, it's not always easy, is it?
Not at all, Kevin. And a lot of times it becomes a choice between win now or win later. Though the teams with great coaching and development can oftentimes do both.
Jay Crowder's checked in for Phoenix. He's perfect from the line this time.
His free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Payne dishes to Bridges. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Johnson. Payne can't hit.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Ball kicks to DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Pass to Vucevic. Ball from long range. Saric grabs the board. Suns leading by 5. In the corner, it's Bridges. Back to Payne. Saric just screen on White. Saric outside. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Chicago. I'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Some solid defense from Saric. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Ball against Ball. Saric just screen on Ball. Baseline try. Phoenix no good that time either. Bulls trailed by 5. Now the pass to Johnson. Johnson sets the screen for Ball. Here's Vucevic, defended by Paul. Vucevic with the bucket.
Oh, look at that awareness of Ball. Fantastic at recognizing when his teammates are wide open.
Now here's Payne, guarded closer. And it's sent back by White. Ball against Ball. Ball, the pass to White. White, a screen on Bridges. 17-foot shot on the way. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from DeMar DeRozan. Payne looking around. Sharks with the screen for Payne to stop the drought. Johnson with the block. Paul against Ball. DeRozan, a screen on Paul. Outside DeRozan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And when he's not shooting threes, Crowder is attacking the paint. That's how he plays the game.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
And you talk about a culture builder. Jay Crowder is a guy who is not content with losing ball games. He's a competitor, and that rubs off on his teammates.
And Phoenix making a change here. Booker's checked in. And Chicago also making a switch. Levine's checked in for White. And both free throws good from Crowder. So at Chicago now, they trail by 3. Ball finds DeRozan. Driving inside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. DeRozan's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, and DeRozan is a tough assignment, able to fend off contact as well on that drive.
Sharks with the screen for Paul. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. And Phoenix making a change here. Kaminsky's checked in. Patrick Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And here are the Suns now. And the shot goes in. And it's 6 points for Devin Booker.
And with Booker's mechanics and confidence, you're always going to assume he's going to make that.
DeRozan with it. Bridges covering. Vucevic the pass to DeRozan. Just 5 to shoot. Elbow shot is on the way. Add basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And you want to talk about high-volume scores, just look at what DeRozan's doing tonight. He's been on a mission, putting his mark on this game in a big way.
Now here's Paul. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Here's Levine following the basket by Chris Paul. And Levine, here we go. It's blocked.
And despite the short wingspan for a big man, Kaminsky with the height and timing to still block shots. Defensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Utah.
Good of a scorer as he was. In that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Phoenix leading by 3. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, the league remains in love with three-pointers, but DeMar DeRozan remains true to his game. He says, if I see 100 people walking left, that doesn't mean I'm going to do the same. I see this clear path and want to stay right. Shooting threes, I feel like I'm settling, whereas I think anytime I drive, I'm going to score or get fouled. Kevin, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah, but D.A., I love that strategy. Thanks for that story. Now, here's Bridges, following the miss by DeRozan. Here's Crowder, sinks the 15-footer. Crowder's got 6.
Nice work by Crowder. A hard screen, and he rolled to the rim with purpose that time.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
defense. All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your son, Dancer. Look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your son, Dancer.
JaVale McGee's checked in for the Suns. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Bradley's checked in for the Bulls. Alex Caruso comes in for Ball. Bradley passes to Caruso. He kicks to Levine. Outside DeRozan. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Booker. He dishes it to Paul. Over Levine. And he overshot that one, missing.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
Passes it to DeRozan. Back to Levine. 6 to shoot. Outside DeRozan. Misses and the dry spell continues. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. It's a 5-point game. For this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Now here's Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
Patrick Williams, the 4th pick of that 2020 draft. A bit of a surprise when he was taken.
Most mock drafts had him around the top 10 spot. His stock rose very late in the process. And then the Bulls fell in love with him.
Here's Levine. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Bradley is screen on Johnson. It's DeRozan with the drive. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Phoenix making some changes. Ayton comes in for JaVale McGee. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Chris Paul. Levine against Booker. Now here's Levine. He's guarded closely.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
And Booker kicks to Payne. Suns moving the ball around. Pass to Ayton. Over Bradley. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Caruso. Payne covering. Outside Levine. Lets the 3 fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
3-point field goal.
Levine's got 6.
Yeah. Off the pass, Levine is more or less automatic. He just pushes the shot right up.
DeRozan against Kaminsky. The pass to Payne. Kaminsky sets the pick for Payne. It's stolen. Here's Caruso. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to DeRozan. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his first foul.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Coming onto the floor for the Bulls, Kobe White.
Here's Levine. From deep three-point range. And some good action for the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Suns lead by 2. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Zach, a hard-fought first half. What changes have to be made to get a little separation?
They're making tough shots. Just trying to stick to our concept. So we got to come back, make plays, make shots, and, just stay solid.
Always a challenge for a young team. Thanks for your time, Zach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome. The first half is in the books, so let's check out the top performers for each team. You've both experienced being the top 2 players on your respective teams.
That's generous.
Oh, you're saying that Kobe and Big Shot Rob are better than you, right?
No, I was talking about you, Kitty.
And returning to the featured matchup with the Phoenix Suns, they're in a back-and-forth struggle here at the half.
What you like is many of their baskets come off assists. That's a sign of a team that's working together and functioning at a high level. No need to have this hero ball where I'm going to shoot and no one else is going to get the ball. Nope, they moved it, and we'll see if they can keep it up in the second half.
And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. Getting many of his buckets in the paint.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. So for Chicago right now, in the backcourt, it's Ball and Levine. Vucevic is out there with Johnson. And it's DeRozan in at the 3.
Everyone knows Levine is an aerial artist. He makes the dunk look effortless.
Crowder, a screen on Ball. Ball passes to Crowder. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got his 3rd assist on the night.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges.
That's his 4th.
That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
Dang, that's his 4th foul. Now he's going to have to be careful. Still a little ways to go and only 2 fouls to spare.
I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Ball up top. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That is his 1st foul of the game.
His 1st personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Vucevic the pass to Ball. With the fadeaway. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from DeRozan.
Wanting to improve his all-around game. Levine demonstrating how unselfish he is with a great pass.
It's Crowder on the wing. Passes it to Ayton. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. And the shot's good from Crowder.
The D didn't do a good enough job. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at three.
Johnson sets the screen for Levine. Takes it inside, and the jam by Levine.
Yeah, with an explosive drive right there from Levine. It's tough to stop him when he's rolling downhill.
Crowder a screen on Ball. Here's Paul. Count it. And the Suns lead by 4.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Ball against Paul. DeRozan on the wing. Back to Levine. Vucevic trying to get open. Levine kicks to Johnson. DeRozan against Booker. 5 to shoot. Here's Ball. Rebound by the Suns.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
To the middle. Pulls up. And Ayton the bucket on the assist by Paul. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
But the pass-first attitude of Paul, I mean, so adept at finding his teammates in their spots, especially when they're
Levine kicks to DeRozan. Vucevic a screen on Booker. Vucevic trying to get open. Here's DeRozan. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
So determined is DeRozan as he has piled up a ton of points in this league.
All right, look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers. Look who's coming out of the court. Come on and get loud for your Suns dancers.
Sharks checked in for Phoenix.
And while we got a chance, look at some numbers for DeRozan. He's averaging 20 points, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. I mean, and it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Crowder finds Sharch. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Paul against Ball. Misses off the right eye. Bulls trail by 4.
And with Chris Paul, he makes this team work. Gets the most out of his teammates and has done that wherever he's played.
Now here's DeRozan. He's got 19. Here he goes. And he hammers that one down right in the face of Dario Saric.
And that's the athleticism when DeRozan takes off like that. He is looking to ring the bell.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Saric passes to Booker. Vucevic against Saric. Bridges left side. Saric with the screen for Bridges. And it's Chicago with the rebound. DeRozan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. As you said, Paul's teams often overachieve in the standings.
People still underestimate his impact. Sets up and improves his guys as well as anyone. And he's the engine to this whole operation.
Clock at 4. Another miss by DeRozan. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. The lead is 2. Bridges against DeRozan. Bridges dishes to Ball. Stolen by Ball. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. The Suns have gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Bridges shot. Good.
They're not playing defense with anywhere near the passion they showed in the first half. There's been a big-time drop-off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Cancer. Ladies and gentlemen, your son, Dancer.
So for the Suns, JaVale McGee's checked in for Mikal Bridges, and it's Payne in for Paul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for DeMar DeRozan. White, he's checked in for Zach LaVine. And it's Alex Caruso in for Lonzo Ball. Here's Caruso. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. It's over Payne. Caruso, no good. Suns leading by 4. It's Crowder on the wing, guarded by Bradley. Crowder, the pass to McGee. Charge, a screen on Bradley. Here's Crowder. 6 on the shot clock. There's the dish to Charge. A new 14 for the Suns. Count that one.
Specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
Booker against White. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on JaVale McGee.
And Kobe White, you hate to see him settle. He's best when going at the rim. The defense wins if he takes that mid-range jumper.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Suns.
If you want to see how efficient the offense is running, a great stat to look at is points off assist. And they've gotten a ton of assists throughout this game.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
That free throw, no good. And Greg, with Kobe White, he's a solid shooter, but teams have keyed in on it.
I just want to see him more in attack mode. He's a solid finisher when he gets in there, and it could take his game to the next level.
Johnson, he's checked in for Jay Crowder. And the second free throw, good.
There's so many levels to Kobe White's potential as a scorer. I mean, but he's really impressed me with his ability early on.
Pass to Booker. Shoots over White. The shot will not fall. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball. Caruso looking for an opening. And there's the foul. It's on Cameron Johnson.
That's his first personal
That's his
foul.
first foul.
Fourth team foul.
Bradley passes to Caruso.
Defense is all about anticipation, and he had perfect anticipation on that pass and comes away with the steal.
Now here's Booker. He's got 8. No good with the elbow jump. Bulls trail by 5. And White kicks to Caruso. Bradley dishes to White. And the layup's good off the glass. White's got 7 points.
There's a certain level of fearlessness we see from White, not fazed by that contact on the shot.
Payne with it. 5 points in the game. Looking to get it going. And the dunk by Booker.
McGee just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Chicago with the ball. The Suns getting the bucket. McGee with the block. Inside. And Johnson with the stop.
Now, how about breaking out the Suns with priority on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. White up top. Defended by Booker. Johnson against White. Going inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Like most guards, White is his best attacking the rim. It could lead to some free throws.
For Chicago, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Frank Kaminsky, he's checked in for Dario Saric. Good on both. Suns leading by 5. And here's Payne. 5 points in the game. Shoots from the right block. Second chance shot. And the layup good by McGee. McGee's got 4 this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Williams, a screen on Booker. Outside Williams.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left in the third. Yep, that one goes in there.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
McGee is screen on White. Here's Booker. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Williams to the inside. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Johnson.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Now here's Booker. He's got 10. Driving in. Payne passes to McGee. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. McGee's got 8. Bulls trail by 5. Here's Caruso. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. A shot by Johnson, no good. Now Payne. Kicks it to Booker. Johnson outside for three. Rebound by the Bulls.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
White inside. He's guarded by Kaminsky. It's not going to go for him.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one drops for him. Now it's a 7-point Suns lead.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Now here's White. Over Booker. And so it's Phoenix heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
Hold your ground. Don't let him back your way in. Just hold your ground. The other thing, too, is once he picks the ball up, he's not going to shoot it. If he does, just stay down on him.
I like the way the Donovan's conveying that scouting report to his guys.
I mean, knowing how your opponent plays is important, but I think he's on point on this.
Chicago foul.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul, and it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Paul outside. From deep.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now, here's DeRozan. Shoots over Crowder. DeRozan's shot is off. And it's Paul with the ball for Phoenix. And there's the pass to McGee. And they'll get another chance. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 5. The Suns need to get a shot off. Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 5 assists in the game. Ball finds Levine. Vucevic setting the pick for Levine. And the jam by Levine.
Assisted.
Determination from Levine. I mean, finding his finish despite the contact.
Crowder a screen on Ball. Crowder feeling it out a bit. Pass to Paul. Dishes it to McGee. Right side Crowder from 15 feet away. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And for a guy who shoots a lot of threes, Crowder does a pretty good job of getting himself to the free throw line.
Phoenix, Jay Crowder taking 2 shots.
2 shots. Last on the first.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good from Crowder. Bulls trail by 11. Ball kicks to DeRozan. Back to Ball. Just 5 on the clock. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Here's Vucevic. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Now, here's DeRozan. Shoots over Crowder. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton.
Chicago ball.
And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll head out on the road to face the Kings in Sacramento. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Karl Anthony Towns and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know for that matchup with Denver, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns dancers.
The Suns making a change here. Sharge is checked in. It's a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Billy Donovan talking to his team. He said, "Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back." Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Ball against Paul. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Levine against Crowder. Bridges outside. Sharge with the screen for Bridges. Takes it inside. Three-pointer, Crowder, and the 3-ball is good. Crowder's got 5 points in the quarter.
And offensively, they seem to have turned a corner.
DeRozan, a screen on Bridges. And Levine, here we go. And just miss after miss right now.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Ball outside. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Ayton dishes to Paul. Clock at 6. Oh, Ayton in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Well, they're playing well as a unit, taking shots they know they can make and building this lead.
And here's Ball. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. They trail by 18. Levine with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Levine can't hit.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Ball finds Ayton. Count that bucket. 18 points for DeAndre Ayton.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Ball, the pass to DeRozan. Vucevic setting the pick for DeRozan. Over Sharge. And again, Chicago, no good. Suns on offense. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. Ayton, and a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Ayton's got 14 points now in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's DeRozan, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. It's going to be on Jay Crowder.
First team.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Shooting two.
And he makes the first. And the NBA dress code introduced back in 2005. Now, player attire straying a bit from business casual. Does that bother you, Greg?
You know, it doesn't bother me because that's where we are as a society. But, man, I can tell you, when I first came in the league, you get fined if you didn't wear dress socks with your suit. So we have come a long way in terms of the evolution of fashion. And you know what? I'm not one for stopping progress.
Now here's Paul. Down low, stolen by Ball. On the wing, Levine. No one near him. And it's in there.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's the Suns with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Charge a screen on Ball. Paul against Ball. Ball outside. Just 5 to shoot. Out to the right wing. Saric. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 9th assist in the game now. Ball against Paul. DeRozan surveying the D. And there's the drive. Outside, Ball. Vucevic to the pass to DeRozan. Fades back. And that one goes long.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Saric, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Here's Ball. After the basket by Dario Saric. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Phoenix will take possession. Crowder is checked in for the Suns. And the Bulls making a change also. Johnson's checked in for Alex Caruso. Levine against Booker. It's Saric, top of the key. He kicks it to Paul. On the wing, Booker. The three. Buries the long-range jumper.
There you go. His first three-pointer of the night. That should calm him down. Maybe even get him going a little bit.
And for the Bulls, they're shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. Ball dishes to Levine. And there's a whistle. That goes on Mikal Bridges. That will be foul number 5 on him. Some changes for Phoenix. Ryan Kaminsky, he's checked in for Saric. Johnson comes in for Mikal Bridges. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Paul. The Bulls also changing it up. Tony Bradley's checked in for Vucevic, and it's Williams in for DeMar DeRozan. Phoenix on defense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points. Shot to stop the run. Levine's shot is off. Phoenix has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. Booker with it. Now guarded by Bradley. No good from Booker. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. Outside Bradley. He dishes it to Levine. Over Booker. And there's Levine on the assist by Bradley.
Oh, smart hoop by Levine. Now look, with how teams defend him, he'll get this shot all day.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left here in the fourth quarter. And the rejection by Bradley. Williams against Johnson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul.
You sometimes hear people say games are called too closely. Are you of the mind that the refs need to let them play?
I'm understanding the mindset that the refs need to understand that we didn't come to watch them, and they need to be consistent on both ends of the floor. That's all guys ever complain about. When you see a guy going up to the ref, he's usually saying, hey, you didn't call that on the other end, or you called that on the other end. So consistency, I mean, these guys are trying to do their job to the best of their ability, but they need to be more consistent.
Phoenix making some changes. Sharge checked in for Kaminsky. Mikal Bridges comes in for Johnson. And Chris Paul subbed in for Payne. Whitey's checked in for Chicago. Alex Caruso comes in for Lonzo Ball. And he sinks the second.
They'll take it, even with the miss. Anything they can do to cut into the lead.
Paul with the ball. Pass to Crowder. Paul outside. Back to Crowder. Chicago grabs the miss. Bradley's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Suns.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the best work he did came on the boards. Nobody could match his intensity. His rebounding played a big role in this win.
Offensive rebound feeds to White. Here's Caruso, defended by Paul. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. No good off the front iron. So it's the Suns winning easily here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Chris, big win tonight. What do you think was the biggest factor?
I mean, I don't know. It was just our defense. Obviously our offense fed off of it. Guys made open shots, but I think we really locked down defensively, and that's what we're trying to make sure is that we're a defensive team every night.
Well, you were a defensive team tonight, Chris. Thanks for your time. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. Now, let's check out our New Balance player of the game, DeAndre Ayton.